Norman, or should I say, the so-called Goblin. Let's start with a simple truth. Chaos is life. Control is an illusion. You parade around with your glider, gadgets, and corporate empire. But what is all that if you cannot bend people to the essence of fear? Fear is art. Fear is philosophy. Fear makes people remember. You? You're remembered for being rich and powerful. That's cute, really. But power without unpredictability is boring.
Charming as always, clown. Let's be precise. Fear is only useful when it achieves something. I am methodical. I am strategic. Every action I take is calculated. Every strike is deliberate. You rely on luck, theatrics, and random terror. Your chaos is just uncontrolled noise. I reshape reality in my image. I create systems of power that outlast fleeting laughter. That is true mastery. That is strength.
Strength? Oh, Norman, you confuse structure with meaning. You manipulate systems, sure, but people see through your little empire. They see the mask. The goblin persona is just a costume for your ego. Me? I strip the mask off. I show the raw, exposed nerve of society. I make people confront themselves, their fragility, their hypocrisy. You can plan all you want, Goblin, but I rewrite the rules without lifting a finger. That is influence.
Influence without direction is chaos. You may inspire terror in the moment, but your impact is temporary. I engineer outcomes that echo across generations. I don't just make people react. I make them comply, adapt, and evolve under my control. You speak of rewriting rules. I design the rules themselves. You throw knives. I throw entire empires into disarray and watch them bend. That is dominance. That is legacy.
Legacy? Legacy is for those afraid to live. You leave behind structures, contracts, and titles. That is not immortality. That is bureaucracy. My legacy is the smile in the dark, the whisper in the mind, the question that keeps sane men awake at night. You measure yourself in empires, money, trophies. I measure myself in reaction, in pure existence. I am remembered not because I controlled the world, but because I made people feel it crumble inside themselves.
Feeling is transient. Empires, fear, strategy, these endure. I outlast threats, villains, heroes. I innovate. I strike where it hurts, then vanish, leaving a calculated wound. You chase moments of emotional chaos, thinking unpredictability is superiority. It's not. Precision is superiority. Your methods are primitive. Mine are evolutionary. You are a footnote in the annals of madness. I am the blueprint.
Primitive? Perhaps. But even a footnote can make a man question everything he knows. I don't need evolution. I am evolution in motion. Uncontrolled, unmeasured, undeniable. You engineer destruction. I embody it. You plan your strikes. I become the strike. You may last longer, but you will never be unforgettable. I will always be the one they whisper about in fear and laughter.
Laugh all you want, clown. Laughter fades. My actions linger. I conquer. I manipulate. I redefine what it means to dominate. You rely on surprise. I rely on inevitability. When the dust settles, history does not ask whether the Joker was witty. History asks whether the Goblin succeeded. And I always do.
History? History remembers those who make life itself uncomfortable. You may win battles, Goblin, but I win minds. I twist perceptions. I turn sanity into a joke. You're obsessed with control, but life is a joke, and I am the punchline. You may conquer nations, Norman, but I conquer everything else.
And yet, in the real world, punchlines are fleeting. Only results endure. Only calculated chaos builds empires. You think fear is the ultimate weapon, but it is predictable. I strike with precision. I survive. I thrive. You burn cities for amusement. I shape them into my will. That is power. That is victory. That is superiority.
Superiority? That's subjective, my dear Goblin. I measure by reaction, by influence, by the spark in a terrified eye. I do not need empires. I do not need medals. I do not need a glider to soar above the world. I am the chaos, the question, the punchline that never dies.
Let's cut to the chase, clown. Words are fleeting. Plans matter. I've built my argument, my legacy, my empire on facts, logic, and results. You're nothing but theatrics, jokes, and chaos without purpose. You speak of influence, but influence requires follow-through. I strike, I manipulate, I control. That is power. That is real.
Ah, Norman, facts are the domain of the boring, the obedient, the dull. You're so obsessed with control, with building your empire, that you forget the simplest truth. People remember emotion, not spreadsheets. Your power is tangible, yes, but mine? Mine lives in the mind. I haunt, I unsettle, I linger. You can strike, manipulate, and survive. But can you linger forever in the hearts of those you terrorize?
Ha! Lingering in fear is meaningless if no structure remains. Chaos without purpose crumbles. People fear me because I am inevitable. I strike where it counts. I do not need theatrics to make a mark. You may leave a momentary impression, but I leave a legacy. I bend reality to my will, Joker. You merely pretend to bend it.
Pretend? Oh, Norman, I don't pretend. I redefine. You build empires. I destroy them psychologically. You manipulate people for outcomes. I manipulate truth itself. I make the sane question themselves. I make heroes hesitate, villains despair, and the world laugh while it trembles. You measure your legacy in control. I measure mine in existential fear. Who do you think the world remembers after Gotham burns? You? Or the man who laughed while it all fell apart?
I create fear with purpose. You create fear without results. You rely on emotion because you lack intellect. I strike, plan, survive. You act like a brushstroke on a canvas and hope someone notices. That is weak. That is amateur.
Weak? Amateur? Oh, sweet Norman, that is exactly where you miss it. I don't need intellect. I am intellect disguised as chaos. Your fear has rules. Mine has no boundaries. You think calculation wins? I win because I make you feel helpless before you even speak. I bend minds. I twist perceptions. You strategize, but I make strategy irrelevant. Look at you, confident, proud, meticulous, and yet every word you speak falls into my punchline. You don't even realize the game is over.
I control my destiny. I outmaneuver opponents. I predict outcomes. I am the superior mind.
Superior mind? That's funny. Really funny. You think predicting outcomes gives you superiority. I create outcomes, Norman. You're trapped by your own rules, your own sense of order. I am free. I am infinite. I am the question you can't answer, the mirror you can't break. You strike for control. I strike for existence itself. Every word I say, every point I make, digs deeper than any plan you've ever conceived.
You can't.
Exactly! I can't be stopped, Norman. Not by rules, not by intellect, not by legacy or empires. You crumble because you're anchored to your ego. I soar because I am untethered. Your arguments are precise but shallow. Mine, they resonate, twist, and infect. I win because I make victory irrelevant. I make you fight a battle you didn't even know was lost.
This isn't fair.
Fair? Oh, Norman, life isn't fair. Debate isn't fair. Chaos isn't fair. But laughter? Laughter is the ultimate weapon, and I wield it better than anyone. You are defeated, not because you lack strength, but because you refuse to embrace the one thing that matters. The madness inside you you're too scared to show. And that, my green glider friend, is why I win. Every point, every retort, every calculated strike you attempted, irrelevant. You argued with logic. I argued with truth disguised as madness. And in this arena, truth, like chaos, always wins.